Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. So today is our 4/4 portal for April. So tapping into this beautiful energy. You know, it's interesting too, that normally I know when we have portal days because the energy comes in so intense where I don't do well when I'm out and about around people because it's too much energy with the grid work that I'm doing, right, with the gatekeeping and anchoring these energies in. As a lot of us starseeds, light workers, we do just that. Some of you might not be aware that you are a grid worker. Okay, you get guided to certain places, like just literally walking the grids. The energy that you carry, you help anchor. The energy comes through us, right? And you could be anchoring into certain people, different things, right? What I'm getting at is that I didn't even notice. I did not even notice today. And I was literally out and about a lot with my kids. I noticed that my kids were being more loud, and I was still able to handle it better. And they get like that sometimes because when we don't go out a lot, right? And they get excited, especially around holiday times and stuff, because when, you know, holidays are always like a big deal, even though I don't really get into what the holidays are about because that's just matrix stuff. I don't really believe in all that, right? And they've actually said that a lot of the holidays are basically based off the seven sins when you really look at them. Each of them, how they pull in different things. But anyways, but it's always just a fun time because it's like everywhere you go, everything, that sort of season, everything comes in. It's just like my kids love Peeps, right? So every year it's like we get to pull out all the Peeps, we get to get a new Peeps. And I swear this year, like Peeps galore, everywhere, everything. What it is with the Peeps, they just blew up. Like everybody just loved, they're just everywhere, everything, right? Anyway, so they get really excited for the holiday time, and we always do a lot of fun things together as a family. I don't even think like my children even know. Like Charlie, do you know what the meaning of Easter is? Cassie doesn't even know, right? Because they were all constructed for this realm, right? So that's what I mean. Like even for those of you that don't celebrate the holidays and stuff, it's still fun to celebrate them with family and stuff and do your own thing, right? It's just like St. Patrick's Day, like we call it Green Day, and it's just all, and like we just I don't know why I'm feeling to explain this. Oh, so yeah, I was talking about my kids. Like they get really excited when we go out places, right? And the holiday, because they get excited seeing all of the things. And for my kids, Easter has always been like a second Christmas because we just do so much stuff, and they always get toys and fluffies and candy and and stuff. So I don't know. It's just how I do it. I don't care. I've really been in this energy too. Like I'm just gonna say what I want and not care anymore. Right? But what I'm getting at though is that this energy shift that normally comes in with the portals, it was just so different. It's more like it's like it's like in the past, I don't know how to explain this, except it's like I'd be pulling in energy, right? And then aligning with people, and then it would just be so much like I literally have to go isolate myself and restore my energy, and like because it's like the energy that I was bringing in, like a lot of people weren't able to handle it, so it's like I was seeding it for people, right? But it's like this time it's just different because I guess it's like people are actually receiving the energy and the upgrades, and it hasn't been as intense for me. That's why I'm saying like this is the first portal day where like I used to isolate a little bit for a lot of the time, like because I'd always go out places but then I'd isolate too. Like I would need that time to like calm down. Like I haven't needed that. I'm probably not making sense to some of you if you don't know what I'm talking about with the energy. If for my empaths, right, for my starseeds, right, that for my grid workers, like you'll know if you're a grid worker or whatever. Like you can't handle being like around crowds and things like that, right? And I know that's like empath stuff because we pick up a lot of that, but also like if you're a good worker, you'll get guided to like certain places and certain things, and like you'll know you're where you're supposed to be, and the feelings that you get with the energy that you pull through, different things like, and it won't stop. Like you'll just, like if you know you got to go somewhere and you have to do something right, you just, it's like we're guided there, but it's more like we're pulled to certain places, like energetically. Like when you fight it, you run into a lot of resistance, so you just kind of have to go with it. I don't know, that's what I started to realize when I was younger, right? So I don't know, I keep playing with this Palo Santos. It feels so good. I don't know, I love this energy today. It's just, it's not overwhelming and intense. It's just more exciting. And I'm just saying that the energy of love and just oneness, and I've just been seeing so much niceness. Even though we did see something interesting today, as somebody that was trying to cause some trouble or whatever, but it was still, I don't know. I just feel like a lot of stuff's being like isolated, phased out. Just, I don't know. Okay. All right. Enough of me just chatting here. Well, anyway, let's get into the cards. So I should definitely pull some oracles. But I wanted to get into the tarot first and see. Message 1044. Shout out to the 144. Let's see what's coming out in the tarot. Then we'll get into some oracle, right? Okay. So maybe for some of you, you're feeling guided to cleanse your energy or your space. But even though it may not feel that way, because I kept cleansing that energy, right? Maybe they wanted me to heavily protect this space. Maybe they knew I was going to get some people some of the things I was saying. I don't know. Whatever I'm guided to, I do. Alright, let's see. What is going on with this energy? Sorry, it's this beautiful energy I feel for 4-4. Maybe it's just heavily protected too, right? Because the angels got you with 4-4-4. So maybe that's why I haven't been feeling the intensity today. Because I've been heavily protected, heavily cloaked. Divinely guided. For sure. Just even around the people today, I just felt such just beautiful energy today. It was really beautiful. A lot of times on the portal days too, I feel like intense energy. Not today. The Emperor, the Queen of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. Ooh, this is beautiful. This card says fearless. Fearless, courage, strength, and adversity. Holds high positions, confident, assertive, successful, competition. Consistent dedication, challenge, confrontation, conflict, or struggle. You see how I said it's like you're protected. Like the Seven of Wands is about having those boundaries up, protecting yourself. But see, like, she's not even looking at the Seven of Wands. She's completely looking away. She's focused on love. I'm just getting, like, this energy. Like, this looks like a portal, too, around the moon. Like, I feel you're heavily protected. It could almost feel like you're in this new timeline, this new level, right? Where just things don't, affect you. Maybe that's why with this portal I wasn't feeling the intense energies now, because maybe it was the resistance that I was feeling before with that intense energy that I was bringing in. Like if I could explain it, it'd be like the energy that I'd be feeling, this high vibrational energy. It's like, say you have a flashlight and it's like as the energy is coming through, that flashlight is like starting to like the batteries are starting to go in and out, and you're like, how you have to shake the light, right, to get the light to keep stabilizing, right? And it's like it'll light the way a little bit of the way, and then it lights it more, you know what I mean, how it fades or whatever. Like that's kind of what I feel like on portal days, what it feels like when I go out into places, because it's like I could feel the heaviness, right? And then I'm just like, I got to take breaths and calm down. And I'm like, I just got to walk in here, be around these people, be around this place or whatever. And just stay high vibrational, right? Hold that frequency. And then it's like, I know when I'd be done or whatever, then it's like I could release and let go and kind of calm down. Like that's kind of what, like, that intense energy, like, you know, you're walking into an area, right? So, like, I didn't feel any of that today. Something's different here. So see, it's like maybe you're just, I feel you're heavily protected and cloaked is what I'm getting here. The love that you give, right, protects you. That's why she's unaware that she's even that protected. The Emperor. Maybe you're getting protection from an Emperor too. Maybe for some of you, right, you're getting protection from an Emperor. Like maybe somebody's got like a shield of protection around you, because you can very much do that, right? I do that a lot. There are certain times I see things that I send protection, I send angels, I send healing to people, right? But they're unaware that I'm even doing it, right? So it can very much happen. Beautiful. Yeah, look at this sun energy. Ooh. Interesting. The Ten of Swords. This Ten of Swords, it's raining. There's bats. And it looks like the sun in the background is breaking there. There's a cleansing after some sort of destruction, some failure, and this could be the end of a relationship. I've never seen the Ten of Swords as an end of a relationship before. I mean, I know it's a painful ending, but yeah, to have it in black and yellow written there, right? And as I was explaining, that's why, like, I was guided to this deck because of the different meanings and interpretations. It says, too, to stop the suffering, a permanent deadlock, time to let go, miserable, loss, bankruptcy, going down, bad conditions, and fatal disease. Oh my goodness. But see, it's like there's a cleansing, there's a healing. Something is definitely done. They were showing me the Ten of Swords, but the sun. That's what I mean. The sun is coming to wash away some sort of darkness or devastating end. You know? That's what I mean. Things have changed. They very much have. I can't explain enough to you guys just the feeling of this portal. Right? How just, you know, and is it our first portal? Being in the astrological year. Yeah. Things are different. We in new timelines for sure. Oh my gosh. It still just shocks me, right? Because I get excited for portal days and I despise them at the same time because of the energy. Because of how intense they can be for me. Right? But it's like, this one is so different. All right. And for those of you that don't like, or maybe you're new to them or whatever, each month we have portal days, right? Synchronicities of the numbers, the vibrational frequency. Each month we have 3 of them, depending on the numerology of the numbers, right? So April would be the 13th would be our next one, 413, because the vibrational frequency on the 13th will be a 4, along with the month energy of a 4, okay? And then on what our 22nd, because then we'll have the vibration of a 4. So on the 13th and the 22nd of April is when we have these portals, okay? And a lot of times I say they build, right? So the first portal kind of opens up the energy for the month, and we're in the energy of the zodiac, and then we've got the middle portal and then the end, right, for that month, and it has to do astrologically with the cosmos and what's going on, right? So normally I'm always talking about portals and the energies for each month associated with the energies that were coming through. So if you do like to catch my readings in real time, subscribe to the channel so you will get notifications on those days and they're coming or whatever, right? And I often pull fun oracle cards, astrology cards, which I'm getting more into. I was taking a break at the beginning of the year because I was going through a lot of healing and I didn't want to pull in a lot of the cosmic energies. Just the downloads that I was receiving and everything, just like, I felt like I needed to get, my body needed to catch up with a lot of things. So I was focusing a lot just on tarot, right? As I was going through some purging and healing and cleansing. But I'm really getting into a lot of the oracles, and it's going to be getting more galactic and back to more goddess stuff here. So definitely subscribe to the channel and take a look at whatever you feel guided to. Know that, because all my readings are timeless, as time is just constructed here for the 3D realm. Okay, so you can take a look at any reading, right, whenever you feel guided to it. Past, future, present, okay? So, Two of Swords is coming out. Insecurity, standstill, paradox, stagnation, sense of deadlock, not sure about your path, temporary balance, emotional constraints, slowness, and unable to move. The World. Okay. So you're at I heard a precipice, but you're at a choice point. Okay, with the Two of Swords, whether this is something you physically need to make a choice about in your realm, like you literally have a choice, right, between maybe a relationship, a situationship I'm hearing, okay, because with this me seeing the end of the relationship with the Ten of Swords, it's like something's got to break, something's got to transform. This could literally be where you're like, you know what, if this doesn't transform, if this doesn't change, like, I'm done. You know, you could be at the final part, because the Ten of Swords is also like, it's right, to me it's the ending, but it's right before the new beginning, and sometimes it's like the final, I'm again, like the final nail in the coffin or whatever. Like maybe somebody's finally just like saying how it is, like, that's it, you do this again, I gotta go. You know what I mean? You can't change this. You can't let this go. Like, I can't stand people that are hung up on the past and stay in the past, because I'm like, I'm not in past timelines, I'm in future timelines. So if you're constantly pulling me to the past, then you don't want to advance to the future with me. So you're holding me back. You're destiny blocker. Bye. Like, you know what I mean? And I know sometimes it's traumas that trigger people and things like that, but no, like, let the past go. Don't pull me into your past because you're insecure and you're not ready for the future. Whatever it may look like for you. But the World is here. So there's a closing of a cycle. The universe is trying to show you stuff. A lot of stuff could be getting revealed. As I've been saying, this biggest with this portal, it's just been revealing so much to me, allowing me to see things in new situations. I realized I was keeping myself trapped and stuck in a lot of karmic patterns and cycles because of programming, because of fear, because of things that I was thinking. Like, I was just getting on my kid, like, right before this reading, like, stop projecting. You do not realize, because I get it, like, it's kind of a defense mechanism where you say what you think's going to happen off of what you know. And I was explaining to him, I was like, we're not in that past timeline no more. We're not there no more. So don't project that on the future. Don't be saying what you know, because you don't know how things are going to be now, because we're not in the same timeline we were before. You know, so I felt maybe for some of you, you need to tell yourself that, or you need to tell people around you, like, you could be feeling to come out brand new, right? Like, I've been calling things out to people that, like, I never have, like, literally, like it could be like ultimatum type of energy, but literally, like, that's how you shift things. That's how you command things too. And that's how, like, you tell yourself that, like, you done. Because sometimes if you don't get strict and bold, the universe will just, it doesn't take you serious. Like, if you don't take yourself serious, then how could the universe, right? That's why you can't be putting out inconsistencies. The universe knows. You can't be like, oh, well, I'm going to keep this an option. Like, yeah, I want a new lover, but I'm going to keep this past option open, or I'm going to be in this while I dabble in this. Like, no, you can't do that. You can't finesse the universe. Oh, This could have to do with love here, because the Ace of Cups is coming out, and I was talking about someone that thought they could finesse the universe. No, you're either in or you're out. Like, I'm getting, like, it's a hell yes or it's a hell no. It's not a yeah, maybe, no. It's a hell yes or it's a hell no. There's two aces here. There's Ace of Cups and there's the Ace of Pentacles. So new is here for you. Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles also came out as well. That Three of Cups is celebration, coming together. That's a union. But see, Two of Pentacles, you could be juggling something. Universe doesn't like it when you juggle something too, especially when it brings something in. You can't go back on what you wanted. Sometimes that's when things get snatched from you too. Universe bring in something and then you're like, all right, you brought this in, but I'm going to dabble over here too. That's trying to finesse the universe. No, no, no. You don't do that. You don't do that. Let go of fear. Sometimes people don't realize it. That they sabotage themselves out of fear. Or they let other people. They let other people come in and sell their blessings. So they let other people come in and try to tell them, like, no, 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 like, that's not, you know what I mean? Or other people trying to bring down past traumas because they don't want to see you advance further without them. Like, no. No, we done with that. Have the strength, have the courage, have the confidence. You saves. All these pop-ups keep coming up on my phone. Like, there's so many distractions, more than I've ever seen. And what, am I 20 minutes in? 10 of Cups. This is beautiful. Prosperity, satisfaction, joy-filled, sincere friendship, a happy family life, a happy marriage, eternal love. Wish come true. Ooh, baby. There's a wish coming true. Oh, that's beautiful. What else, Spirit? The King of Swords. See, I'm feeling this energy like it's you. Like you're commanding the universe. You're speaking your truth. You're in control. Fair decision, intelligence, innovation, ambition, self-assertion. I need to say that. Authority, obligator. Clear discrimination. Diplomatic talent. Lofty ideals. My first time reading this card with all of this. I even said, like, I wouldn't call all of them. Like, I'm not feeling all of that. I'm just feeling this energy like you're speaking the truth. You're being very assertive. Like, you know, you're saying what you want to experience and desire. And whether you're saying it to yourself, whether you're saying it to a person, like the universe hears you. Okay? There's a Page of Pentacles here. Good news, open-minded, realistic goals. Determination. There's something definitely with all these Pentacles, and then the Queen of Pentacles, like, something is definitely coming out. Something new. The world is here. The universe is bringing in something for you. I don't know why. I keep shuffling, keep taking the cards up, putting them back in. And there's something with Cups here too. See, there's choices here. Maybe there's a difficult choice because we've seen the twos, the Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles. There's definitely like a choice here. And with the Seven of Cups, it could be too many choices, right? Difficult choice. Cannot decide. Random thoughts. Wishful thinking. Like, don't be like, whatever you guys are feeling that, like, is like a wish fulfillment, like, whatever, like, for some of you, like, don't let things psych you out. Don't, like, whenever, like, I run into resistance, then I know that that's where I'm supposed to be going, if that makes sense. Because I know that if I want to do something and then I hear things like, no, maybe you shouldn't or whatever, then I feel like that's my self-doubt getting in the way. So I'm like, nope, plow through that. Nope. Or it's like if I bring things up to other people and then other people are telling me why I shouldn't, then I'm just like, well, there I go. There's me that I should be doing this because whoever's like, I've just learned in my life because I've had so many adversaries and things within that, everybody that's closest to me has in the past been able to come at me, right, and manipulate or control, right, because anybody that's got woundings or things can be used by, you know, entities, dark emotions get in the way, right, and they corrupt things. That's why really you should keep your plans to yourself and just act on them and don't look for criticism from outside, because sometimes it's like, I don't know why it's went so the wrong way where everybody's just, I mean, I don't even want to project this anymore. In the past timeline, so many people would be jealous and envious when people were getting things instead of being happy for them, right? So it started to be like just a normal energy, like you just, for a lot of people. And there was so much competing and one-upping, and instead of rising together. But see, that's the old timeline. It's not the new timeline. But still, because it's phasing out, just celebrating things yourself, looking for, you know, trusting what you feel to do, not looking for other people. I feel like they're trying to get to my throat chakra here. So, you know, and especially when you have to defend yourself, like, that's what drives me crazy when I'll start talking about something too, and somebody's starting to shoot things down, and now I'm having to express, like, no, it's going to go this way. And it's just so draining. And then I'm like, look at me battling all these demons within people because they can't just be happy for me and agree with me. And it's just so draining and so toxic. But then at the same time, I'm like, oh, well, it's showing me, why am I expressing what I want to do and what I want to feel just to run into resistance just because I'm irritating the demons within this person, but then it's pulling my energy and it's stealing my joy and my happiness. So why am I even allowing it in my auric field and atmosphere? Like, so really that's just my bad times too that's being shown to me. Like, maybe for some of you, you're going to be realizing that. So, like, if you can't express yourself too to certain people, so you got to be quiet and secretive, like, that pulls on you too. Right? But then it's showing you. So if you can't tell people your stuff because of their criticism, what is that showing you? That they probably shouldn't be in your circle. Keep them off to the distance, right? It's time you surround yourself with people that are going to be excited for you, that you can share this stuff with. You know what I mean? So maybe for some of you, you're changing your social circle. You're cutting off family members just because they family, earth family. Your earth family is riddled with all sorts of lessons to level you up. So yes, some of them are meant to challenge you, to push you, to level you up, but you're also supposed to be able to have boundaries and learn that self-love and pulling back your energy. Like, I'm not saying like cut your family off forever, but they are supposed to, you know, you chose them and they came here to challenge you, to make sure that you pursue your heart's desire and your dreams. So that's a beautiful thing, but you got to keep space and distance if they constantly pulling your energy. That's why I just say, well done from afar. But like, yeah, we can keep our space right now. Unless you have vibrational, you can keep learning your lessons that you need to from afar, right? So learn that, family, friends. You know, that's what we got our soul family for, right? You align with people that resonate with your soul, right? So you're not alone, right? And sometimes those people are waiting off at a distance for you to be able to have energy and room and space for them, because the smart ones know that. You got to protect that beautiful energy, right? And, you know, it's like sticky, you know, like I've seen some of the most beautiful people like get turned because of who they surround themselves with. Right? So sometimes it's literally not even the person, but it could be the person and who they surround themselves with. Now you need to look at that from your perspective. What if that's you? What if you're like, you've got people that are off at the distance that want to come in, but they just can't because of who is surrounding you? That's why there's a strong energy of somebody that needs to have boundaries up, right? And let this beautiful energy and triggering come in. So, all right, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending love and light to all of you. Definitely watch every full guided tool. My readings are timeless. Know that. Definitely do an energy exchange with me. Like the video, comment below. All right, that's it. Bye, guys.